Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Everybody ought to praise the Lord. Hey, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So come on in the room. This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold'em. So down. Hey, so up your legs and up. Hey guys, how are you? Did you like the remix? I'm working on some things. How are you guys? So happy to be here to talk to you all. Oh, so sorry it's so late for some of you wherever you may be. But you know, your girl is back in LA, booked and busy, trying to handle this independent contractor actress life and manage my YouTube channel with my friends. How are you guys? Hey, Blue Jay. Blue Jay said, always on time with the lives. I was just looking for entertainment. I know that's right. What's up, Philly John? Said, I'm so happy you back. We missed you so much, and we have so much to discuss. So much, guys. Like, something happens every day. I'm like, how am I going to do this? Bear with me. We'll get through it. Hey, Double T. Hey, Miss KK. Hey, Baka. So much. Like, so much. I feel like you guys might hear from me tomorrow. You guys know I never do lives on Saturday, but it's a lot going on. Hey, Caroline. Caroline. Hey, Multi. Multi also said, my cousin and I have been talking about this portion. Ciao. Listen, the game is the game. The game is the game. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Alex. Happy Friday. Hey, Shay. Shay said, hey, I thought we stopped doing these. Glad to see we have it. I stopped doing them as of last week, but you guys would not let me quit. So I'm back. But the format is going to change a bit, but we're going to be here. We're going to be here. Love like you are. Said, hey, y'all, happy Friday. Hope y'all week so far has been enjoyable. Yes, I hope you guys have had a very wonderful, enjoy-filled, blessed week. Hey, Aunt Cherie, how are you? Hey, KMV, thank you. Spenty said, hi, Nikki and fam. Did you see Traders, Nikki? Also, the curls looking great. Thank you. I just sprayed them with aloe vera juice. I told you guys, I'm doing everything to bring my curls back. Never again. Heat will never see this hair. I promise you that. I've learned my lesson. I haven't seen Traders yet. I've been avoiding every spoiler, but I feel like my heart is going to break. I'm probably going to talk about Traders tomorrow because I'm going to watch it when I get off of here. But yeah, I'm hurt. Coco Mama Stallone. Oh my God, it's 3 a.m. in the UK. Thank you for joining me. I'm so sorry. Tia Bia, what's up? Hey, Candace. Listen, that's the only reason why I'm back in LA. Work. I would have kept my behind in Atlanta. Hey, Miss T. I got my drink. Get my 2 cents. My drink. Get my 2 cents. That's right. Me too. Water, because your girl is back in LA. I got to be on my skin tea. Hey, Black Girl Reviews. How are you? Let me tell you something. All I have to let you know, all I have to let you know about Beverly Hills before we get into it. I knew Anne Marie was that girl. I knew 8.5 was that girl. I just needed that confirmation, and she gave me the confirmation at the reunion. I knew she was that girl. Hey, Peyton. Peyton said, hey, Nikki, hey, Star fam. I'm currently dog sitting 2 German Shepherds. God bless you. And I'm so scared. I need this life to distract me. Oh, you'll be fine. We're going to send positive vibes to you. Vodka said, so will you be touching on the Duffy stuff? I see what everyone says about the entertainment industry. Many of the folk sold their souls. Absolutely not. I can only talk about so much entertainment stuff. And yeah, that I can't touch. I tried to touch it last time. It got dark for me. Hey, Megan. I have, but I just have not caught up with the episodes with you guys because there's just so many. But I'll be caught up by next week, or I'll do a current review for the show next week. Hey, Chantel, how are you? Hey, Johnny's acting channel. Thank you so much. Hey, ST, how are you? Good morning. I know that's right. Miss Kiki said, same here. I haven't watched Traitors yet. I've been avoiding it because I feel like I'm going to be disappointed, but it is what it is. Oh, you have work in 7 hours? Multi. Go to bed. You can be a part of the replay game. Hey, girl, hey. Said I'm excited for this live. I'm about to make a cocktail. I know that's right. It's 4 a.m. in Germany. Guys, if you have to go to work, go to bed. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, Sean, from one beauty to another. Sean, we have got to work together soon. Sean and I used to do a podcast back in the day. Lord knows what happened with that, but we had a good time. We have to work together again. I had so much fun working with you. It's Latasha said, hey, Nikki, do you have the membership set up yet? It will be live Monday. I'm doing everything by myself, so I'm figuring everything out. I think I have it. So that's why I'm releasing it on Monday because I just want to make sure I have everything. But YouTube membership will start Monday. And that's when we can talk a little bit more, intense. I'm going to keep them, but they're just going to be a little bit more restricted and probably a bit more private concerning the topic. Listen, the game is the game, Johnny. Is it? I didn't know that. I don't. Do they? If they do, just watch it. Just watch it. Let your girl get a coin. Let's start with Beverly Hills, child. Let's start with Beverly Hills. Let's briefly get into the season finale. It's so crazy how Lisa Vanderpump rents so much space in Kyle's head. Like, she could not stop talking about her. And I'm like, if Lisa Pump was obsessed with you, like you say that she is, Kyle, she would mention you all the time. She doesn't. You cannot stop talking about her, which makes me believe that you always knew that she was that girl and you were absolutely behind getting her off the show because you could not be that girl with Lisa Vanderpump on the show. Because at the end of the day, Lisa Vanderpump and Kim Richards is Beverly Hills. And you could not be that girl with those 2 women on the show. You're lucky. You're lucky my girls left. You're lucky because they were Beverly Hills. They were Beverly Hills. But she rents so much space in Kyle's head. She could not stop talking about her. And I was just like, if I was Lisa Vanderpump and people were like calling me and telling me that this girl is saying everything about me, I would be like, yeah, because I'm that girl. Like, if you think that she has an ego problem, you're not helping, Kyle. You're not helping. But it's because you know that she's that girl. We'll get into the reunion looks in a second. The white party, a snooze. I don't know why she had the white party. Kyle had the white party at the Lo-Fi Stadium with like the same amount of people that she has at her home when she does the white party at her home. A lot of people have been speculating that the only reason why she did the white party at the Lo-Fi Stadium was because she didn't want people to spend so much time looking at her interacting with Maurizio. But I don't think people would have did that at her home. Everybody's drunk and high on coke. Like nobody's paying attention to you and your relationship. She should have just kept it at her home. It didn't make sense. It wasn't even like a lot of people there. And then this whole big like drama-filled buildup to Erica Jane doing this performance. Beverly Hills, I'm sorry, y'all are on life support. This was a terrible finale of a season. Like a white party and Erica Jane's performance. Like guys were acting like she was about to perform at the Oscars. It was very weird. It was very lackluster. And I'm like, if you are this hit show, you have to give more. And I feel like the producers are lazy. Production in general with this show is lazy because they have a dedicated fan base of 1 million plus viewers, right? I feel like if Beverly Hills was getting like 600,000 views, then maybe there would be more work being put into the season. But because they have such a dedicated fan base, just like Atlanta, they don't do a lot with this. And I was just like, this season was a dud. The season finale was the season finale that this season deserved. There's so much more going on in these ladies' lives. And it's like, we're not getting it. Because from one little clip from Maurizio's show on Netflix, I learned more about his relationship and where it's at, his marriage, and where it's at with Kyle. And that one little clip that Netflix has been promoting all over Twitter, then I've learned the whole season. That's a freaking problem, especially since Kyle and this show has had a dedicated fan base of over 1 million viewers. They deserved more than that Netflix clip from Maurizio's show. Like, what is happening here? I always say, and I will stand by it, you can lie to me, right, on this show. Like, you don't have to tell me your real life. You don't have to give me everything. I'm fine with that. Just make it interesting. I don't even feel like their lives are interesting. Nobody's doing anything that I want to see. But like everybody else, I've been watching this for like half of my life. So I'm just like so invested in this show because it's just been a part of like a routine that I've had for 13 years. No, I didn't say half my life. Nikki. Oh, I've been in LA too long. Delusional. I love how I'm 26 in my mind. Anyway, I just feel like they just could give us more. Everybody's storyline was terrible. Erica Jane, she's still a freaking victim. I've been saying, girl, drop that because you were likable this season. But here you keep on pulling up. Oh, well, I've been vindicated. You guys should apologize to me. Girl, leave that alone. You know what you need to be talking about? How you're going to get your money back. You need to be talking about how you're going back to tricking because the trick that you had, he is out of his damn mind and out of money. So now you got to figure out another way to trick a bit more. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me now to be tricking at my age, but I have to figure it out. That's a storyline that I want to see because how's them bills getting paid, right? Bravo ain't enough. We know you live an extravagant life. It's expensive to be me. So how are you getting that money? Let's talk about that. Start giving people the game. Let's help each other out. But you're not doing that. You're playing victim again, and that's making you less likable when this was your redemption season. 8.5, absolutely not. Boring. Learn nothing. Don't care to learn anymore. You cannot, listen up, ladies, if you want to get on these housewife shows, right? You cannot be unlikable your first season. We, the audience, have to like you. You have to give us something so that we can say we want to see more of her. Y'all coming on this show being nasty and unlikable. And listen, that might be how you are in real life. But here, you got to fake it. You got to make us want to see more of you. She's not likable. She's a mean nurse. I hate that she's a stereotype, but it is what it is. It's like, I don't want to see anything from you because, you know, you're just not a likable person. You're really mean and nasty. And you being a nurse is very triggering to me because we've all had an Anne-Marie. We've all been sick to our stomach and had to deal with an Anne-Marie in an emergency room, right? So we all know that kind of personality. And that is not something that we want to digest. I say, nurse, Crystal say it's something else. I'm going to go by how Anne-Marie describes herself, right? Next up, we have Sutton, who gave everything. Everything, right? Even if it was boring, she gave us horses, right? She gave us her mentally abusing her Caucasian servant that helps her around in her home. She gave us, spreading ashes of, a mentor and a father, talking about her father's suicide, having a breakdown over that, letting us know about her kids, letting us know about her ex-husband, letting us know that she fraternizes every now and again with the help. She let us in. Half of it was boring, but at least she gave us something. Garcelle, I don't want to hear no more. You my girl, I love you. I'm glad you on the show. I'm here for you getting Dorit together, and that's it. I don't want to see any more scenes with you with the disrespectful biracial babies. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it because I'm watching you and you are parenting the way that you parent, right? However, it's bothersome. It's bothersome. So let's move on to something else. Let's not parent these boys no more for us to see, because it's a different time. You're raising different kids in a different culture, in a different environment. I get it, but I watch you raise them kids, and I'm like, just girl, don't let them say that. You know what I mean? That's not my business. Let's move on to something else. Let's see you jet setting. Let's see you getting a coin. Let's see you going on dates. Let them kids be raised off camera, right? Now, who's left? Crystal did good. I think Crystal showed up more at the reunion, but I like the fact that she was speaking up a bit more. I need more from you, Crystal. Here's why. You're the youngest on the show. You should be the flyest. You should be running them heifers. And keep it buck, you're probably the richest, right? But you don't give off none of that. You keep on fading in the back for these broke Barbies, and I don't know why. You gotta come with something better. The reunion performance you gave, that needs to be your season performance. But I wouldn't mind you coming back. Dorit, I don't know what's going on. I feel like something is going on with that elderly sponsor that she married, and she's not trying to talk about that. So she's coming up with other things that are just not interesting. No shade, Dorit, when you weren't given storyline, you were given looks. Now, yes, it is very apparent that you and your team were stalking the Instagram of 16-year-old Black girls and stealing their style and putting it on you as something like that you created. We get it. We saw it. We knew them bedazzled box braids didn't come from your mind. We understood, but at least you were serving us looks. So we didn't care about the storyline because we knew that you were going to walk in here like you just came off of a trip with your rapper boyfriend. That's what we were expecting. You're not even giving us that anymore. You're serving us Catherines with some elderly baby here. It's no longer interesting. What's happening? We got to come better. Now, Kyle gave us nothing. And there was so much there. She gave us nothing until the last episode. She spent the entire season gay fishing. Because, mama, what's going on? You are clearly being rubbed up and down, dry humping a butch lesbian, but then looking at us and saying, oh, there's nothing happening here. You guys are speculating. Why in the hell is this butch lesbian with them big boots feeding you watermelon at your best friend's ceremony? You don't think that's a little weird? You don't think that's a little strange? People can't ask questions? Ain't you married? Like, girl, you should have been saying something. And I got to be real with you. I feel like the reason why she didn't say anything or has not said anything about her relationship with Morgan is because she did not live her life as somebody who was LGBTQ friendly. And I feel like she ain't said nothing because her environment would have been like, you with a woman? Of all people, maybe that's why you ain't said nothing. I don't want to assume, but I'm just saying. It ain't funny when a homophobia hits you. Ha! Let me get out of there. Let me get out of there. Now, let's talk about what she did give. The last scene she gave when her and her kids and Maurizio was talking about them breaking up. I will say this. I don't think this was a conversation for us. I mean, yes, you're on a show about your life, but you could have had that conversation with your kids separately and then came to us and told us what happened. I did not need to see your 13-year-old daughter break down and cry on camera because her parents are separating. Here's why. I've been that kid. It was extremely devastating to me when my parents divorced. I can only imagine getting that news with a camera in my face and the world watching, my friends' parents watching, and my friends watching as I fall apart because my parents are getting a divorce. We didn't need to see that. You could have told us about that. We did not need to see that, and I don't think that that's an excuse for you to be like, "Well, I gave you something." That wasn't what we needed or what we deserved. You could have gave us something else. You could have talked about why Morgan's big shoes is in your luggage. You could have said that. You could have talked about why your man is in Aspen with Anita. Now, wait a minute. Anita, come to the damn front. Absolutely not. You are finally making your American crossover and you are getting plays on the radio. You are not going to tarnish all of that work by being some side chick to a man that's probably about to get locked up because all the Ponzi schemes he done with people's money. Don't do it. He ain't worth it. You're about to have this huge career and you a side chick for Maurizio. Fathers in the home. Fathers in the home. Absolutely not, Anita. Absolutely not. About to take off, girl. Where are your friends? Let's get to the reunion. Let's start with the looks. Sutton. It's Sutton. You know what I mean? I feel like this is an appropriate look. I really liked her hair. I liked her shoes. I like the adornment of the jewels. You know, this right here is a little dated, but I think it's appropriate for a woman of a particular age. I think she looks great. Is it for me? No. Is it for Sutton? Absolutely. She looks great. Kyle, I liked it. Kyle really likes to wear green at reunions. She really likes to wear green at reunions. I liked it. I think she looked really cute. Really cute. Something has happened. Something has happened because mother's fresh. Something has happened. I don't know because the ears are poking out. Whatever. Okay, but I think she looks cute. I think she really looks cute. I don't know why Kathy is going to be at the reunion. Like for what? Why is she wasn't on the season? So why is she at the reunion? Andy, let this die. Child, if you still making the decisions over there. Them housewives trying to get you evicted, girl. Call me, let's talk. But I think this was a cute look for Kathy. Very mother of the bride. Very appropriate for her. Very cute. It's giving money. Erica, listen. She always gave me Charlotte Russe tease, and that ain't a read. That is not a read. I think that this is who she is. This is her wheelhouse. I feel like she puts on outfits, and she puts on outfits for the gays, right? I think she puts something on and she's, the gays are going to eat this up. I feel like retirement home gays are going to eat this up. I don't know what gay community she's trying to reach, but I feel like the one that she is going for or like landing on ain't who she thinks she's talking about. But, you know, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with Charlotte Russe. I loved them in the 10th grade. I loved me a Charlotte Russe tight and them Charlotte Russe Peter Pan boots. I used to eat them up. That was my thing. So that's not a read. But I'm just like, I absolutely would have worn this to the prom. Because that's where I was shopping at Charlotte Russe. In Wet Seal. Ciao, Crystal. The youngest on the show. You would never know. You would never know. I need Crystal to realize that she snatched. I need you to realize you that girl. Because no, mother. No. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. 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 Assalamu alaikum. Of course, Derek will be wearing this. I'm living in this bubble. Of course, this is what she would wear. And mother thought she ate. Mother thought she ate. Derek, no. And here is why. The clips that was keeping it, your wrap on, it was like they were so like obvious. I could not stop looking at them. I need you to stop, and this is for all of the housewives who are putting on, looks or whatever for reunions, or just for scenes in general. I need you guys to stop wearing outfits that are great in picture, because you are using it for a picturesque moment, but you have to wear this. You have to move in it, and the look just doesn't sell if it's just for a picture. You have to start wearing looks for camera, looks for movement. Not these Instagram looks. They don't give off the same way under an HD camera that is catching every movement. This was a no. Let's get into the reunion. The set. I will say this. The set was the best part about the reunion. This was great. And this was actually filmed at Amazon's Culver City Studios. They had taken a backdrop from not Rodeo Drive. What is it? Mulholland Drive. They had taken this picture, and they had like taken multiple pictures from that location, and they like did it in a way where it would look like from the time the ladies started to the time the ladies ended, where it would move with the time. Completely gorgeous. It was also supposed to mimic all of the backyard parties, the backyard Beverly Hills parties that the ladies were going to throughout this season. I think they did a great job. This is, aside from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think season 9 reunion set, this is the best one. This is one of the best ones. I really, really did like it, although the ladies looked ridiculous. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't put Garcelle up here. That was my favorite. Hold on. I'm looking at this now, and I don't have Garcelle. Wait a minute. Let me get her. I like Garcelle's look. That was my favorite. Where is it? I can't believe I got 8.5 and not Garcelle. I don't have the full look. I just have this. But I think Garcelle looked great. Here is my only issue. I feel like Garcelle wears this kind of dress all the time. I felt like I've seen this dress in pink. I've seen it in green. She knows she looks good in sequins, and she knows that red hair eats. So she was the best dress for me at the reunion, but I just want to see her in something else. So for me, Garcelle and the set won this reunion. The set and Garcelle were the best dress. Crystal! Yes! Do this. Do whatever you did at the reunion. This performance, I need it in the season. That's your problem. You show up at the first part of the reunion, you die out for the rest, and then you show up in the season and you don't have nothing to give. You spend a whole season crying about your brother and these women that you and your mother run away. We need something else. We need something else. You were clocked in. And I think maybe you just needed a character on the show that got on your nerves so much that you would clock in like this. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, girl, but you were clocked in. And I like the performance. I need this in a season, though. That's the only issue. Good job. You stayed on 8.5's neck, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What is Kyle's beef with Dorit? I still don't get it. I still don't get it. Kyle is like, oh, well, you wanted me to talk about my marriage on camera. Is that not the job? What was Dorit supposed to say? Like, aren't you supposed to be really good friends? And y'all haven't talked since December? What is going on? What is going on? So Kyle is mad at Dorit because Dorit asked her about her marriage on camera, knowing that she's going through things. And Dorit is like, I haven't talked to you since December. So how the hell am I supposed to know that something is going on with you? And then Kyle was like, well, you were taking my sister's side. The sister that you made up with? And all she said was, you two just need to work it out off camera. What are you doing? I feel like, Kyle, are you mad at Dorit about something else? Because your beef with her was not making sense. There was nothing that you said on this part of the reunion about your issues with Dorit that made a lick of sense. What you really mad at her about? Let's move on. Andy, you gotta stop having these race conversations. You don't get it. You don't get it. You will never get it. Why the hell you brought up, Dorit, Garcelle calling Dorit an unconscious Karen. I like the fact that you have to acknowledge things on the show, but I just feel like it's out of your wheelhouse. You know what I mean? So I think that you just need to just let those matters pass and then maybe do something on the side, because you can't handle the conversation, right? And all Dorit did this episode is show Garcelle that she still hasn't learned anything, that she's still in her bubble, right? Because Dorit is just like, why is Garcelle still upset with me about the things that happened with her son when she's moved on with everybody else? Well, she was able to move on with everybody else because everybody went to her and apologized and changed their behavior. You have yet to apologize. And when you do apologize, it's, well, I'm sorry. Is that okay? You never give her a full apology. And when you do try to give her an apology, you're disrespectful and you're yelling at her. You always yell at Garcelle. You never speak to her like she's an equal or even like she's human. You always disrespect her when you speak of her. And then when she protects herself and tells you to not do something, then you say she's attacking you. Then you play victim. And you, as an unconscious Karen, that's what Garcelle says. I'm going to say, as a full-blown Karen, you know exactly what the hell you are doing when you look at this Black woman in a space full of white women and say, you're attacking me. It's a dog whistle. It's a dog whistle. And Garcelle graciously called you out. And you're so lucky that you got a Black woman with patience and who don't want to go to prison, because you're going to do this with the right Black woman at the wrong damn time, and it won't go the same way. Be lucky. Be lucky. Stay right there. Stay right there. So Garcelle and Dorit do not move on because Garcelle decides that she just does not want to move on in this relationship with Dorit because Dorit doesn't get it. Right. And I think Dorit doesn't get it because she doesn't want to get it. She doesn't want to get it, but she knows what she's doing. Like Kyle says, she's playing to the audience, and that I agree with. But you all are playing to the audience, right? I don't think that Dorit is the only one responsible for that. I think that everybody is playing to the audience. But when Dorit acts like she's in this bubble and she doesn't understand, like when she said that her kids are around Black people and the Black people are the help, right? And then when Garcelle, tried to explain to her why that would be a problem, she says, my mom's friend is Black. Yeah. You're that girl. You're that girl. But when she does stuff like this, she plays to the audience, and she plays to the audience that is racist. Let's just be very honest here, right? Because there is a huge sect of this audience that does not like Garcelle, and up until this reunion didn't like Anne Marie. They never had a reason, right? But they do not like her, and they spew their hate, and they say the nastiest things to her and her kids. Why? Why do they do those things? What's so different about her to make them do those things, right? And that's who Dorit is playing to. It's exactly, I don't understand. Why would you say that about me? Even when Erica, her friend, is telling her what she's doing, giving her an explanation and telling her how to not do that again. She doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to get better. She has an audience that supports her foolishness, who are probably in her comment section right now telling her that she did nothing wrong and that Garcelle is a problem because she makes everything about race. That is the issue. But she doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to learn. She doesn't want to grow. She's that girl. Speaking of who I knew was that girl, I knew she was that girl. And I finally got what I needed because I felt it. She always hit me in my ancestors. And then I finally found out why. Because while Garcelle and Dorit are having this conversation about how disrespectful Dorit speaks to her, this one, 8.5, jumps in and says, well, I don't feel that way because I, as a Black woman, was yelled at by Sutton and she told me to not attack her. And you, as a Black woman, you didn't protect me. Let's be very clear, Anne-Marie. You didn't need protecting. Nobody should have protected you in that moment. You needed chastisement because not only were you lying about this woman, you were alluding to the fact that you thought that she had an eating disorder. You're lucky you didn't get jumped. You're lying on this woman, throwing something out so inflammatory in front of someone who actually has an eating disorder. You didn't deserve protection. You didn't need that. You needed correction, and you got it. And it had absolutely nothing to do with your race. I want to be very clear here. I think the reason why you didn't get dragged is because you're a Black woman on this show and this show is being filmed. Because you should have got dragged. Everybody was so kind to you, except for Crystal. They all should have been talking to you like that because what you did to Sutton was evil. Evil. But I knew you were that girl because you used that moment when a Black woman is speaking about something very real that happens to all of us, something that you could probably relate to. But you use that moment to vindicate a white woman who has been microaggressive to this Black woman since she got on this show. You use that moment to invalidate her experience and vindicate the Karen on this show. You're that girl. You have always been that girl. And I hate to say it, when I found out that your mama wasn't Black, it kind of made sense. Black moms make a difference. Black moms make a difference. When I saw it, I said, there it is. There it is. Because you were probably raised by someone who was microaggressive to Black women. And the only time you can see it is when it happens to you. But you are microaggressive to Black women because you seem like you only identify when it benefits you. Because I don't think you called yourself a Black woman until that moment that you had to use it to invalidate what Garcelle said about Dorit. Nasty work. Nasty work. Since we're here, let's speak about the mom situation. After I finished dragging 8.5, Anne-Marie, she expresses that she lost her mom during the season while the show was filming. And then she later talked about it on a podcast, I believe, about how she filmed everything and we never got to see any of it. And I think that's the problem with the show. That's the problem with the show. She probably would have been more likable had we saw her go through this really tough time with losing her mother. She probably would have been more relatable, right? We probably would have seen her in a different light. And honestly, who knows if she's like this in real life, or if this is a woman who is dealing with losing her parent who is showing up in this way, right? Who knows if this is who she really is, or if this is who she is while she mourns, right? Because you do become a different person during that time. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to give her an excuse. I'm just saying that could absolutely have altered her personality and how she shows up on this show. And I think that probably would have helped a lot of viewers probably, get to know her in a different way, or probably see her in a different light, or probably give her grace. We never got that. So she never got it, right? We got this side of her. And unfortunately, this side of her that we saw on the season showed up on the reunion. And it's not likable. It's just not a likable character. It really, 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 really isn't. You do great parties, but everything else about you is just not likable. Unfortunately. Let's get into the child bride comment. Another thing that Dorit didn't want to get or didn't want to understand. Here's the thing, right? Crystal lets Dorit know. First of all, she bred up a film. She showed up, didn't she? She said, first of all, I got married at 24. I had already been to college, and at that point, I was already running $100 million business. So y'all were in college, but I was doing big things. I was marrying money and I was making money. What were you doing? What were you doing? Right? So she cleared her and got her together. And then she also expressed to her, as an Asian woman, you telling me that I'm a child bride is equivalent to a mail order bride. And a lot of people were like, no, it wasn't. I felt like Crystal was giving Dorit an example of something that she could understand and see, because mail order brides, the ones that we're talking about, the Russian ones, are white women. So she was giving her an example that she could understand and relate to and sympathize with. Because if she just would have told her about Asian women, she knows what she's dealing with. She probably would not have related to or sympathized with. So she gave Dorit an example that she can relate to and sympathize with. So she said mail order brides, which it is an equivalent. And even if Dorit said that and did not know the context behind it or what it could mean coming from somebody that looked like her, all she had to do was say, I didn't know that, I apologize, right? But Dorit doesn't do that. Dorit doubles down. She does not, because she wants to win this war. She wants to win this argument, even if she's wrong. She just never wants to be seen as wrong, and it's just not a good look for her. An unbiased or unconscious Karen. I think she's a full-blown Karen who played in everybody's face. You know what I mean? But they call her an unconscious Karen. That's all I wanted to say. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. BB Girl said, hi, Nikki. When will you do a live about Love is Blind? Episode 10 and 11 were crazy. Probably tomorrow. What's up, So Steph? Johnny's Acting Channel said, Nikki is speaking facts. She's an expert on this. Stop playing. Thank you. So Steph said, Dorit is a menace. Absolutely. And she plays these games like she doesn't know what she's doing. And everybody falls for it. Not me, though. Sinead said the fact that she still claims 8.5 as a good thing is crazy. Here's the thing. Anne-Marie said that in her audition, right? And a lot of times, if something in your audition clicks, production wants you to stick with that. I don't think that that's something that she goes around telling people. I think it's something that she said in the audition to be interesting, and she had to stick with it. That's the thing about reality TV. The people who are on these shows want to be famous, even if they have money. They hate the fact that they have money and you don't know who they are. So they will humiliate themselves just to become famous, just to have a fan base. And that's the difference between famous people and celebrity, right? Celebrity as we used to know it. Celebrity today means something very different. But celebrity as we used to know were people who were famous because of a talent, right? When you have people who are now famous or some kind of celebrity because they're noticed or because they're out there, because they made you notice them, it's a very different kind of relationship because this person doesn't have a talent. They have to do things to keep you interested, and a lot of them humiliate themselves. But it doesn't matter to them, right? Because now they have this fan base, and now they can use it to sell or make themselves feel big, right? So I think that when she went in her audition, she probably mentioned it once, and production was just like, keep on saying that. They don't care about humiliating her, right? They care about us talking about it. Because if we're talking about it, then we're talking about the show. And if we're talking about it, we're going to talk about to other people, and other people are going to watch the show. They just care about viewership. They don't care about the mental state of the people that they are casting on these shows. It's not their important. It's not for them to care. They're just there to make money. So I don't think that she thought it was a good thing. I think that she could not say it and stay on the show or get, the diamond. So it is what it is. Kayla said, so happy that these lives are back. The Lord heard our prayers. He sure did. Yep. That's what it is, Teresa. That's what it is. And that's what I think is what's happening now with these housewives, right? Especially the ones that are no longer on the show. They're looking back and they realize they humiliated themselves for a check. They're looking at all the things that they said yes to, all of the things that they did, and how they do not own their image. A network owns their image and makes money off of that image, while they don't make a dime anymore because they sold their image to a reality TV show for fame. You got to read them contracts. You got to read them contracts. That show is going to make money off of you, whether you are dead or alive. And I think a lot of them are waking up to it and feeling foolish. That's reality TV. Shanti said, I literally yelled at my TV when 8.5 interjected herself into Garcelle's point just to play victim and take up for Dorit. She's frustrating to watch. But this is the thing, guys. The frustration about her was that we knew that she was that girl. We just didn't have confirmation. And then we got it in that moment and it all made sense. Johnny said, I used to like Dorit. Me too. She came on the show and she was that girl. Because I didn't see it now. I feel like she needs to go with her friend Lisa Rinna, even though I don't want to take a check out of a woman's hands. But I also think it comes with age. It's something about, for some people, you just become older and you just become more dense. Like the coolness just drains from your body. And it's unfortunate. It really, really is unfortunate. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you. Thank you. Give me shelter said Cal is not a lead. That's why Cal, no shade. Actress to actress. You're just not. You're not a lead on this show. Maybe you're a lead in other things, but for some reason, you always give off ensemble or supporting character or walk on or background. You don't give lead. You know who gives lead? Garcelle gives lead. Erica Jane gives lead. That's why she always frustrates me when she falls in line behind you. When she sat at that, I think 2 reunions ago and called you the Queen of Beverly Hills. I was just like, you have no idea who you are. You are literally created to be a leader and you decide to follow. It's insane. It's insane, but that's the thing. She's not a lead. That's why she ran off LVP and her own sister. She's a sad LVP wannabe too, because we never saw Lisa work, but we watched Kyle sick her co-star on her sisters. Kyle is a mean girl. Child. Give me shelter ain't playing. Zaborra said, hey, Nikki, do you still review Drag Race? Just wondering. Absolutely. I want to watch it tonight when I get off of here. I'm probably going to do a recorded review because I think I might do a Love is Blind live tomorrow. That's what I think it is, the optics. That's what I think it is. I think she'd have probably said some things, done some things, and donated to some politicians that the LGBTQ community would be like, I can't believe you is a part of this community with all the mess you done. That's why I feel like she's not like jumping out, because she was probably on the opposing side. Let me get a few more, and then we're gonna move on to Miami, maybe Potomac. Aunt Cherie, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Thank you so much. Philly Jordan said, what about Camille? She needs to come back and shake the table. Here's the thing about Camille. Camille don't take sides, right? Camille has the mind where she's a star. So everybody around her, they will fall behind Kyle. Camille won't. Camille will come on the show and create a whole nother clique. And it'll be good TV, but Kyle doesn't want it. Kyle does not like Camille. You know why she does not like Camille? Because of that psychic. Because that psychic clocked her tea 15 years ago. You know what I mean? And Camille just will not fall in line. She will say whatever. Well, there, now we've said it. You know what I mean? She will say whatever. She will do whatever. She will, what is it? Step to the beat of her own drum or something like that. She gonna do her own thing. You can't control Camille. She's good TV, but you can't control her. And that is not going to be okay with Kyle. It's Natasha said, Kyle is the youngest and was always overshadowed. This show was the only way she could be in the front. And yet the people still don't care. Oh my gosh. Poor thing. Poor thing. She just, she should have let her sister stay on that show. This is the thing. She's getting upset about her co-stars, about them talking about her life on a show that's about her talking about her life. It's just not making sense. I think she's just uncomfortable with dealing with the reality that is her life, because Morgan ain't going to be in no damn closet. I think Morgan came out to coochie gay. You know what I mean? I don't think Morgan was ever in the closet. And I think that with her being with Kyle, Kyle doesn't want to address it, but everybody got eyes. And everybody is seeing what's happening here. And because Morgan is not somebody that doesn't live her life out loud, Kyle can't control that, right? But she is attracted and she wants to be with this woman. But she cannot control this woman who has never been closeted. So it's a difficult situation for her because everybody is looking at this, but she's saying that nothing is happening, but everybody is looking at this woman fill her up. Because again, Morgan is not in no damn closet. So if you bring in Morgan around, she's going to have Kyle straddling her. And Kyle's going to look at you and be like, God, what are you talking about? Me and Morgan aren't doing anything. Y'all literally bumping coochies in front of them in the middle of this damn party. Can't nobody say nothing? That she's struggling with that. And you can see it. You can see it. A pick me down for every damn body. A pick me down. Hey, Yolande. Yolande said, hi, Star family. Missed the last live. Happy Nikki is back and loving your hair, Nikki. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. A total snooze. A total snooze. Me too. I will say that Chantel said, I thought the season started off strongly, but in retrospect, it was just Sutton carrying the show on her back, right? So right after name them, right after that, the show fell flat. Why? Because Sutton fell into the ensemble. She was like, I'm not leading no more storylines. Who else got something? And nobody else had anything. Nobody else had anything. This is a good observation, Coco T. Coco T said, Anne-Marie isn't even fun, likable. And the reason why I wanted to point this comment out is because you know who is fun, likable? Mia on the Real Housewives of Potomac, right? Like fun, unlikable. Like the things that she does, you can never agree with. You're like, Mia, this is not right. But she's likable. You know what I mean? Because I think the likability comes from the fact that she owns everything. She owns it. Like, so you can't clock Mia with her own tea. Mia will give you the tea and then tell you to tell your tea. So that's the thing. If she came on like Mia, she would have probably done better. Like, you don't have to be likable, but you can be unlikable. You just have to be interesting. And if you're going to be unlikable, own it, right? Because Anne-Marie could have did, in that situation with Sutton, and the ladies were just like, well, you alluded to her having an eating disorder. Anne-Marie could just be like, oh yeah, I did. I was wrong, but that was something that I said. You know what I mean? I can't take it back because it actually happened, but that is what I said, because from my, medical history or whatever, teachings or whatever, it looked like this is what it is. But if you're saying that it's not, that, and I respect it. I'm not going to say it anymore, but I said it in that moment. So now what? You would have been like, oh my gosh, that was rude, but okay. You know what I mean? She doesn't even give that. It's just nasty. It's just a nastiness and nothing else. Nothing else. It's enough, because she parents them in a way that is very Hollywood and very money. A lot of people can't relate to that. A lot of people can't. A lot of people that look like her are just like, girl, what? So I'm like, just get them babies off. I ain't want to say it, but girl, I'm like, it's that father's influence. You gotta, child. You gotta check who you breed with. You gotta, because when they go over to that man's house, it's a different world. It's a different world. My only issue with that is we can't wait for you to come out of your shell. Like when you get on TV, be out of that shell. I can't keep on waiting for seasons for you to show up. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She's Beverly Hills. This is the thing. Sutton got money and connections. She got real relationships. She don't need this show. This show is fun for her. We need housewives who this show is a hobby for. It's a hobby for Sutton. For the rest of them, it's paying them bills. It's paying them bills. And that's the problem. It's the truth. It's Natasha said, does PK look extremely old or does Dorit just seem young? Because when I looked up and saw the age difference, it is? Oh, wow. I will say, I won't say that he looks extremely old. I will say that PK has looked the same age since we met him. And I would, no shade. I thought he was a good 73 when we met him. Finding out that he's not even a boomer. PK is Gen X. What is in a water in England? What is in a water in England? Let's purify that. Sean, oh my God, I'm not used to you reading. Sean said PK is living a double life. Dorit's fashion is giving fabric store in DTLA by the alley. We are not going to come at Santee Alley. Don't do that. Yeah, it's always a party over there. It's always a party. It's always a party. The baby's always partying. I was so disappointed in her, Simply Simone. Like, girl, what you doing? What are you doing? Like, wasn't there a picture that he showed where she's like naked in the snow? Anita, what are you doing? No. Not Maurizio. Absolutely not, sis. Absolutely not. Well, it's the work. She should have pulled the hair down, because when the work is fresh, the air's got to settle. The air's got to settle. The set was the best dress, and of course Garcelle. But it's like I feel like she wears that all the time. That's who Dorit has been looking like this whole season. OMG. Maybe. This is how you beat the racist rumors. Show up multiracial. Probably. KMV said, for real, if it was a one-off with Dorit, fine, but she has been consistent like that with Garcelle for years. Absolutely. She started with Crystal before Garcelle got there. That's how she is. That's how she is. Listen, I didn't touch on that robbery because that was a little sensitive. I was like, yikes. Even though we all have our accusations and our beliefs, I was like, but I will say it was a great example because Garcelle said you were robbed at gunpoint. That was an attack. And then you sit up there and say that I attack you. And the reason why I said that you're an unconscious Karen is because you know what an attack is, and you still said that I attacked you. That was a good example. I probably wouldn't have touched on that, knowing how this audience is, but did she lie? Did she lie? Nasty. I'm telling you right now, if I'm going through something and she shows up, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go home and fix it. I'm gonna just get some Advil. That's okay, 8.5. You don't gotta help me. Absolutely not. Momi said Anne-Marie's voice was elevated with Sutton. She was loud and wrong and antagonizing, and then tried to pull the black card to discredit Garcelle and kiss up to Dorit of all people. Because for her, it's convenient. Yeah. For her, it's convenient. For her, she can conveniently identify when it needs to work for her. That's what it is. That's what it is. I think that's it. Let's move on to who's next? Let's move on to Potomac because then we'll end with Miami and then we'll go on to Portia. Hold on. Can we talk real quick when we get into Potomac? Can we talk about that message that Ashley dropped yesterday? Did y'all see it? Let me see if I have it. Let me see if I have that message. Because I was like, are they firing people? What is going on? Hold on. Hold on. I think I have it. Because I saw that message and I said, what's happening, Ashley? Oh, shoot. Where the hell is it, Nikki? Where is it? I cannot find it. The minute I need it, I cannot find it. But anyway, she put out a message in her car, just looked like she was running the Aldi to get some butter for the kids. And she was just like, I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me. And, I'm just so sorry for anybody that I've hurt, but I really appreciate you guys just being there for me and supporting me throughout this time. I was like, what happened? Because this was right after they filmed the reunion. So I'm like, what happened at that reunion? And because they give the contracts after the reunion. That's why Kandi was tweeting that the show was tripping because they hadn't received the contract at that point. And it was well after the reunion. And she was like, what's going on? Because around this time, we received our contracts because right after the reunion, they let you know if you're coming back as a full-time member or as a friend. And even by the time Kandi sent that message out at the Grammys, I believe, when she said she wasn't coming back, still, let me shut up. Anyway, girl. Anyway, Ashley sent that message and I'm just like, what happened? What happened? I haven't tapped into my resources because I feel like that was just being too messy. But it seemed like she was trying to tell us something. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Do y'all think it's the end of the road for Ashley? I never thought that she would get fired because she's such a messy character. I feel like you would need that. But the way that she is acting and Nneka is acting, because I watched an interview with Nneka, I think it was the local news or whatever, and she was talking about the reunion, and she was just like, well, the reunion is just where you go and hash out everything. And we were just hashing out everything and, moving forward and, making amends. And I'm like, you making amends with Wednesday? What happened at that reunion? What happened even at that reunion. Child, I can't wait. So anyway, we start off with Nneka wanting to make amends with Wendy, and they sit down, and Nneka tries to apologize. And I say try because as soon as she apologized for the things that Wendy said offended her, she went back into, well, what are the things that you did to me? And Wendy's like, what the hell did I do to you? She didn't do anything. Like, this is 8.5, and Nneka do not get it. We have to like you. We have to like you. If we don't like you, you're not going to work on this show. Like, you're not going to work. You're not going to last because there's nothing for the audience to attach themselves to. And you didn't go after somebody that's not liked. Wendy is well liked. You should have went after Giselle. If you would have started some beef with her, that probably would have made you likable. But I feel like you went after the wrong person, and you went after the wrong person in a way that was so nasty and calculated. Here's why I say that. There's no way, especially as a first gen, that she did not know, the things that she said about Wendy's mother on this show and to those American women were not xenophobic. Like, you knew when you gave them ignorant Barbies that carrot of xenophobia that they were going to run with it. And the reason why you knew that would work is because you probably experienced it. And you probably took that, experienced it, and flipped it on a fellow first-gen Nigerian woman. And that just seems so diabolical. That just seems so diabolical and nasty to me that you would inflict that kind of ignorance and harm on a sister from your community. It's given 8.5. Y'all got the same nasty spirit. I feel like if you switched out 8.5 and Nneka, it would be the same. They would have the same experience on their shows. I feel like Nneka would be 8.5. Like, I feel like she would sit at that reunion and defend Dorit and say that Garcelle is the issue. I feel like she would do that. I feel like 8.5 would do the same thing. I feel like she would say that Wendy's mother threw cowrie shells at her feet and was breathing fire when everybody turned around. I feel like she would do that. They got that same spirit. Oh, that's that spirit that hits me and my ancestors. I don't trust it. You an op. You're an op. I do not trust it. So anyway, Wendy is just like, I don't want to reconcile with you. I don't want to move forward with you just because of the way you're going about things. You're coming in, you're talking about me, you're attacking me, you're attacking my mother. And then when we sit down and I tell you what I need to move forward with you, you don't give me that and still try to create a problem. You don't want reconciliation, so why am I here? And she gets up and leaves. Let me just say this. Wendy has been eating the fashions, hair, and makeup. Whoever you have worked with this season, Wendy, stick with them and give them a raise. I also want to talk about how manipulative it was for Nneka to start crying at the producers and then say, oh, I'm not crying because I want to move forward with her. I'm crying because she knows what she did. You have yet to prove anything. So let it go. You have yet to prove anything. You keep on trying to bring on Lebby in that dry wig for her to like confront Wendy with some stories, right? Here is the thing. Let's give us some proof. If Wendy did this, everybody has text messages, right? You don't have a recording. Lebby been hanging around that family, trying to get on this show, trying to get some tea and some drama on Wendy for years, and she ain't got nothing. Not even nothing from the sister. This is the best y'all can come up with, that Wendy's mom is a black Catholic. They pray to all kinds of altars. No shade. No shade. I'm not judging. You know what I mean? I'm a Christian. I talk to the sky. I know he's up there. And I know he hears me. You know what I mean? I'm not judging. You know, we all have our ways of getting to the Lord. You know what I mean? But it's like, if you really had anything that was substantial, you would have given it by now. You haven't. Because you don't have anything. That's my conclusion. I'm like, you have not given anything. All you said is that somebody said something on a phone call that you heard from a friend of a friend of a friend. You don't have no receipts. You don't have a call. You don't have a text message. Levy, you can't even get her on the phone. You had her in the scene and she ain't say nothing. She's sitting there by the kitchen sink. Well, you know, she just don't want to face you. This is your moment to say what she did. This is your moment, Levy. Put some pink oil moisturizer on that wig and start talking. You can't talk because you don't have nothing to say. That's the problem, Nneka. You came here with this storyline, not liking this woman, and you don't have no receipts. Nothing to turn the audience. And by the time you get to the reunion, are we even going to care if you have a receipt? You better have a binder like Monique. You better have something, because this just, like, it's not adding up. It's not making sense. And you are not giving anything else outside of that. I could rock with you if you was giving fashions. I could be like, you know what, Nneka's a damn lie, but she can dress. Not giving that. Not giving that. I could rock with you if you was giving us some kind of storyline. Something outside of Wendy's mama's being a witch. But you haven't. It's still so sinister that you as a Black woman will bring that storyline to this show on this network. This ain't BET. This is Bravo. Nasty work. Nasty work. You should have just apologized and moved on. At the end of the day, you might not like Wendy, but she a vet. She a vet. She knows this better than you. You should have been on some, is it Igbo? I'm African American. Is it Igbo? She should have been on some Igbo sister stuff. You should have came in like that. But instead, you came in as her enemy. And you came for her mother. You're done. You're done. Girl, did y'all see that flashback clip when they were talking about the rooms in the DR? Did y'all see that flashback clip of Giselle in the room with Candace's husband, the Caucasian sexual deviant? I said, no, you're not in that room with that sexual deviant and not saying nothing. You in there laughing with him. You in there busting it up with him, talking about the rooms. I was like, them Bravo cameras catch everything. Oh, girl, they catch everything, and they threw that clip in there to be messy. In there, all close to him, busting it up and laughing, not fearing for your life or your coochie. Child. You can't win when you play dirty. You can't win when you play dirty. So the ladies go to the Dominican Republic. I ain't never been to the DR, right? I'm still gagged that the DR and Haiti, same island. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? White supremacy did a number on my people. We are going. Anyway, so I ain't saying nothing about the DR, but I'm like, the Dominican Republic. It's nothing wrong with the Dominican. It's a beautiful place. I can't wait to go. I'm not drinking the liquor because I heard that y'all out there. Y'all drunken Americans. Let me stop being xenophobic. Anyway, acting like Nneka. Anyway, I was just like, oh, we're going to the Dominican Republic? Like, this is like the big international trip? Cool. We get to the Dominican Republic, the DR. This is where y'all staying? Potomac ain't got no money. Potomac ain't got no money. Walk with me. Potomac ain't got no money. We never see it. We never see it. We have to be released from these broke biracials. We need something else. We need money. If we got to get Eeyore, what is her name? Eeyore. what is her name? Sharice. If we have to get her back because she's the money, let's do it. I like the dynamic that she has with the Grand Dame because Karen can get what them other ones, but she can't get with Sharice because Sharice got coin. Let's do that. Let's do that. I was like, oh my gosh, this spring break villa is where they're staying. We need money, Potomac. We need money. This we Andy. If you can still make the calls, girl, cut them a loose. Cut them a loose. We need money on this show. So anyway, we get to the DR, and it's a big issue about the rooms, right? It's a big issue about the rooms because Robin, using her one chance to host, is using this moment to like make the people who she doesn't like lives miserable, right? So she tells Karen that she has to share a room, knowing that the Grand Dame doesn't want to share a room, right? So Karen is just like, well, I'll get another room somewhere else. And Ashley is just like, it's okay, Karen, you can have my room or whatever. And Karen's just like, no, I'm fine, I'll get my own room. And Ashley is just like, Karen, how are you going to get the room? And Karen is like, oh, honey, it's very easy when you have the Benjamins. She can never leave this show. She don't miss a moment to let them know that they are broke. When you got the Benjamins, darling, you can do that. Eventually, Karen is not able to find a room, so Ashley lets her have her room, and then Robin makes Candace and Wendy room together, and she was trying to like do it as a way to like hurt them or whatever, and they were like, okay, fine, great. Wendy was like, oh, I'm going to have a great time. It didn't land. Like, you're trying to make them miserable, and it just did not land. You do not hold any space in their head. They rent all the space in your mind, but you rent no space in their mind, and it eats you up. Oh, I know they were watching Andy and Candace and Wendy. I think they were on the Sherry Shopper show, or maybe it was the Jennifer Hudson show. Whatever show they were on, I know that both of them were watching that show just mad because Andy said, I'm in some trouble and I know what I need to do. Let me bring out them dark skins and put them to work. Now leave the multiracials at home. Leave the light brights at home. I need the darkies because I'm in danger. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. I will say this, right? For this the Dominican Republic trip, it was very unfortunate that Robin is so dedicated and committed to the lead dementor on this show, which is Giselle. Because I feel like if Giselle wasn't there, Robin would have had a good time. I feel like she cannot have a good time because she's so dedicated to Giselle. And if Giselle is angry, she has to be angry. Because she tried to make this trip terrible for Wendy and Candace, but it just was not landing because they were having such a good time. And also Karen, the whole Grand Dame thing, Karen took that in stride. She was like, okay, let NECA, be the new Grand Dame of Potomac. And she made a joke about it and she had a good time. It just didn't land. Like, she wanted to harm them and it just did not land. And then we end this episode with Giselle talking about, well, they were looking at me funny when I was talking about my child. This is how I know it didn't happen, right? Because all the ladies at the table, Giselle is talking about sending her Black daughter to a school in Florida. The Black mothers who have Black children all express their concern for sending your Black child to Florida, right? Everybody had something to say. Giselle takes up a problem with Wendy because Candace didn't say anything, because Candace doesn't interact with her, right? Candace doesn't even look Giselle's way. Giselle then takes that with Robin. They both are like, oh, they were making all these faces when you were saying something. How I know it didn't happen is because not even the Bravo editors could find a clip of those two making a face or making or saying a comment about Giselle's child. They're liars, they're delusional, and they want these two to not be liked because they cannot believe that on a show where they are supposed to be the stars, that these two have any kind of fan base or popularity. It eats them up because it goes against everything that they have been taught and believe. They cannot take like their mere presence makes them sick. And to that I say, keep going, Wendy and Candace. Get darker. Make them really mad. Anyway, the new girl, I forget her name. I'm not sure if she fits yet with Potomac, but I like her. I think that Giselle is trying to make her not like Wendy and Candace. It isn't working. She seems fun. She seems fun. I love how Karen, she just will not let Robin breathe. Like every time Robin tried to talk to her, shut the hell up, Robin. Oh, go to hell somewhere, Robin. Shut up, Robin. She cannot stand Robin, no matter what. Karen is not here for it. What else did I want to say about this? I know it's just Giselle's pronunciation of Nneka's name, but the way Giselle says Nneka's name, I feel like she's like a syllable away from saying the N-word. Doesn't it? When she says her name, I'm like, it always like hits me. When she says her name, I'm like, Giselle, you got to find a nickname for Nneka because you're going to call her the N-word at some point. It's so close. It's so close. What kind of lives do these women live, right? Because Candace, Karen and Mia are having a conversation about their beef and reconciling or whatever. And Mia's just like, well, I have a lot to say about you. I didn't say those things because we're really close and I don't want to like mess up our relationship. And when she says that she could have said more about Karen immediately shuts down and everybody at the table picks it up. And they're just like, what the hell does Mia have on Karen to make her not only shut up, but then say to Mia that she wants to move forward? So I'm like, what kind of lives do these ladies live that there is like, they all have these nefarious secrets that if anybody says anything, it could ruin them. What are y'all doing on y'all downtime that if somebody, like if you get into something, somebody says, well, I could really tell what's really going on, and y'all just get shook and scared. What are y'all doing? Are y'all committing fraud? Did y'all kill somebody's husband on the last girls' trip? Is somebody's child not really their child? What are y'all doing that a secret could blow your life up? This isn't normal. Like everybody has secrets or whatever, but these ladies have secrets that are just like life altering. That is not normal. What are y'all doing in your life that if one little comment could blow your life up? Something is going on. I feel like Mia has everybody's tea because Mia is open and honest about doing sex work and the other ladies aren't. I think that's what it could be. I think she got the sex work card. That's what I think it is. Candace, why did you put Nair on your coochie? You are too grown. Nair is not for your vagina. You are too grown to not know that. You are too grown to not know that. Were you guys all gagged that Mia was richer than Gordon? And she was richer than Gordon because she had an inheritance from someone. So when she met Gordon, she had more money. I was so shocked that she said that because when we met her, she said that she married Gordon for his money. And then the next episode, when Ashley asked her if she married Gordon for his money, and she said, I might have. Mia's such a liar, but she's good TV, so we're just going to let it go. We're going to let it go. Let's end with Ashley. I think it's really heartbreaking to see Ashley become the worst sugar baby in history. My God, today. She got no sugar and 2 babies. How terrible. How terrible to spend your 20s and part of your 30s lying down under a gala and you got nothing out of it. You were his precious and you got nothing out of it but a responsibility. And now you're on the hook with this man for the rest of your life. And you can only survive if he decides to break you off a little something. And the only way he gonna break you off a little something is if you break him off a little something. You're a hoe in a high tower for the rest of your life. You should have talked to Portia. You don't know the game. You should have never played that game. That wasn't you. That wasn't you. Sex work is not for everybody. Sex work is not for everybody. Some people know the game. You didn't know the game. Your mama didn't teach you the game. How could she teach you the game? She failed at it too. My God, today, this is sad. This is sad. At least she's healing and thriving, healing and thriving, healing and thriving. Great song, by the way. Great song, by the way. Hopefully, if Ashley, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she got fired or not. But listen, I think there's a door open, right? Because we now see and know that Wendy and Candace are going to be the faves. The way Andy was talking about them too, I was just like, well, they're not going anywhere, right? Their bricks are secured. They will be on the next season. I don't know about everybody else, but Candace and Wendy, they got their bricks. Good for you that even if you come back as a friend of the show, Candace keeps the window open for reconciliation. Because for the life of me, I don't know why she gave you words of affirmation. I don't know why she sat there and told you, you are better than you've ever been. You are a survivor. You have it in you, girl. Why are you affirming her? Weird. Just weird. But good for you, Ashley, because Candace seems like she wants to move forward with you again. I don't know. The decision that woman makes, when I found out she nares her coochie, it all made sense. That's all I wanted to say about them. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. Then we'll get into welcome to Miami. I'm yada. I don't remember the OC reunion backdrop. I didn't remember that. But OC got money too. OC got more money than Beverly Hills if we keeping it buck. What is that? YouTube is doing all these updates. Black Lavender, do you know you have a screwdriver next to your name? Or Rich? I guess that means you're a moderator. Sippy Simone said, talk about Ashley's video. Making that video the day after the reunion filmed. Oh, she getting the pink slip. Wasn't she? She was in that car scared. Hey, I just want everybody to know that I love you and I thank you for all of your support. I said, what happened, girl? What did NBC say? Oh my gosh, she was shook. I ain't never seen her like that. OMG. JG said Ashley in her forehead. Okay. Really think she played the trick while being played by the trick and probably got read from everyone, including Karen and even Robin with a jab or two for her mess. This is the thing. I don't know what could have possibly been said to Ashley at that reunion. Because I don't feel like she had a bad season. If anything, I think this was one of her best seasons. Are they mad that she didn't talk about her marriage enough or her divorce enough or her non-divorce or non-marriage? What happened there? Talk about it. Simply Simone said, Wendy and Candace going on promo stops with Andy lets me know their jobs are secure. The way he was talking about them, I'm like, you feel this way about Candace? Oh, he in trouble. The power of the dark skins. The power of the darkies. My God, today, if anybody is in trouble, they bring out a dark skin black person. Lord. Y'all can't stand us, but y'all need us. Thank you, Drewski, for the super sticker, super chat. Drewski said, I sent Ashley's message on your Instagram. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here it is. The Star family so messy. Y'all so messy. Y'all are so messy. Come on, why is it taking so ever to load? Here it is. Here it is, y'all.
This season was very challenging for me. I appreciate your support. There were things going on in my personal life that I wasn't able to share, unfortunately. And then even some of the dynamics in the group were a little challenging for me. More on that a little later, but I just wanted to check in. Thank you all for your positivity. This has been a great journey. Who knows what's to come on it, but I love y'all and I appreciate you so much. This season.
What did NBC say to her? What did they say? Because wasn't she sounding like she was wrapping up something? Oh my gosh, girl. Oh my God, you cannot go back to Michael and them weird sexcapades. We got to free you. We have got to free you. I know, Santy. Ashley, of all people. But this is the thing. I knew that nobody was safe when they touched Atlanta. When Candy said that she was out, I was like, oh. Now, for them to touch that cast like that, to get rid of Kenzie, I think the way Phaedra has performed on Traders, I think we might see her back in Atlanta. I don't know. But I'm so gagged. How could she have a bad reunion? She didn't have a bad season. That's crazy. And that I understand. I think this is the thing. This is the problem that happens with a lot of these people. A lot of these people, community of the people who are on Housewives, get uber jealous because they feel like, oh, you have this opportunity and I'm your friend, so that means that I'm going to be on the show. The ladies have no control on if you're going to make the show or not. If you're a part of their life and you do a scene and the show finds it interesting, it'll make it. If not, it won't make it. Shamia has been trying for 20 years. The stuff isn't interesting. She doesn't make the cut a lot of times. We see bits and sprinkles of her, and then we get this excuse that her Nigerian husband doesn't want her on the show. But it's like, is that really the truth? Because what makes it on the show doesn't land, right? And these people get upset, and it's just like, well, I was at that dinner that the show filmed and I wasn't on, and you're getting mad at the cast member who's not the freaking director, producer, or editor. Are you kidding me? You don't know how this show works. So you can't get mad at this person that you're all of a sudden not a cast member. You got to audition like they did. And if the show finds you interesting, you will be on the show. Let back, you weren't interesting. So now you're going to pump Nneka full of your mess because she got the call back. It's giving hater. JG said this Real Housewives of Potomac season reminded me of the Real Housewives of New Jersey season with the twins. Oh, that was one of their worst seasons. Just desperation and confusion all around, including the friend that finally appeared. That was their worst season. One of their worst seasons. There's been a shift in the atmosphere. NBC is cleaning house. NBC said enough is a damn enough. Malty said, I guarantee y'all Nneka has ruined her name. Oh, really? That witch stuff was nasty. That was really nasty. Teresa said, Wendy mentioned this too, but Teresa said people are killed over witchcraft accusations to this day. Nneka is wild for saying that. Wendy said that. Wendy was just like, that's really, she's like, regardless of like what she said, to the ladies in our community, that's a huge issue. Ciao. Ciao. Yes, I agree. I agree. Um, JG said, let me play NECA. She sure did. Trying to play this girl out her spot, but she actually missed her time to shine. She could have been friend of if she remained friends of both, but she's envious of Wendy. Yeah. Now you'll never make it on the show. NC, Wendy, Candy, Karen, and Kiana went out for dinner and drinks after the reunion. Wendy tagged success. I got to get to this reunion. I don't care about these other episodes. Give me this reunion. Our girls had a good reunion. Can't say this. What is going on? Multi said, trying to be mad at Wendy about something a friend of a friend said. Wendy said it's so stupid. Don't like the word, but it's necessary. Because that friend could have lied, misunderstood the whole situation. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you and your husband is holding a grudge at Eddie and Wendy over something that you don't have any receipts for. You too big to be going off of rumors. You too big. You're too big. Same island. Ain't that something? I was like, what? Wake up, everybody. Oh, that's one of the best resorts. My apologies, Dominican Republic. It probably looked real pretty in person. I apologize. JG said Sharice should have been a bigger character than a quick screenshot. She'd be messy and will say whatever to anyone. Listen, Eeyore, not my cup of tea, but I like her. She keeps Karen on her toes. She is the only one that I feel like Karen believes is an equal. The only one. Who wants to share a room on a girl's trip? Absolutely not. We're not 19. This ain't spring break. We're adults. Absolutely not. So you guys are going to have to share rooms. Where is the money, Potomac? Where is the money? Y'all are sharing rooms? Where's the money? Exactly. Absolutely not. Oh, it was Kelly Clarkson. Thank you so much. He prancing them out on a white people show? Listen. He said, I'm in danger. I need 2 darkies stacked. I'm in trouble. Child, they don't like us, but they always need us. JG said, okay, let's be honest. Wendy didn't even look Giselle's way while she was talking and saying she wasn't her black child there. That wasn't necessary. They were having a conversation about the kids, but I hear you. NC said, Wendy said to Andy on the Kelly Clarkson show that she wants the next trip to be Nigeria. Oh, that would be so cool. Is NECA going to be there? I don't want NECA in that witchcraft storyline in Nigeria. Absolutely not. No, because NECA would be scaring the Americans. Don't go there. That's where a witch doctor lives. And they won't listen to her because she's Nigerian. NECA can't go on this trip. Absolutely not. No NECA on this trip. Let Wendy lead out. CM said, I don't think it's anything, but Karen doesn't want to mess up things like she did with Gizzy and Ray. It was just so weird. I'm like, why are you like, nobody on that show could be like, say what you got to say. Name them. Like, if you got some tea on me, say it. But everybody gets so scared, especially for Potomac. I'm like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing that somebody could be like, oh, well, I didn't say everything that I knew about you. What are y'all doing? Something is up. I feel like the whole cast is felonious. The whole cast is felonious. NC said, I put money on it that Candace and Wendy were only making faces at the fact that Giselle knows racism, what's going on in Florida, but has zero self-awareness with her own. That's how it is. That's how it is. Sean said Ashley disrespected Candace for her generational wealth. But she broke. And she signed it on camera. Oh my God, you should have talked to Portia. JG, I'm going to get JG and two more, and then we're going to go to Miami. JG said Ashley tries to act like she's better than Candace for being privileged and Mia for being what she thought she was, a sugar baby. Yes, she got no alimony. Oh, asking to use his credit card for Uber Eats. Y'all don't know how to do the game. Y'all don't know how to do. Y'all got to talk to the Kris Jenners. Y'all got to talk to the Portias. Y'all got to dig up Nancy Reagan and get the script. Because what are y'all doing? What? Uber Eats? You laid down with that man for Uber Eats? That Gollum did everything to you. Everything. Twisted you every kind of way. And you got Uber Eats? And his kids? Ay. The game is dead. The game is dead. Y'all don't know what y'all do. Get out of them streets if y'all don't know how to play this game. It's not for everybody. Sex work is not for everybody. It's not. The hoes of today and yesteryear make it look easy. They made it look flawless. It's not. It's not. You better do a seance. Call Nancy Reagan up from hell and ask her how she did it. Ask her how she did it. Because, have Hollywood tell it she was blowing everybody, even the security guards, but she snagged the president. The game ain't for everybody. She is. That's why she's such good TV. Give me show said Mia is such an unrepentant liar. If Mia received a nickel for every lie she's told, she'd be the richest person in America. And she don't care. Mia will lie on camera. She does not care. She does not care. Drewski said, to quote Empire, the streets ain't for everybody. That's why they have sidewalks. That show went out sad, but did have a few gems. They sure did. Flip, flop, flip, flop. This the kind of love to make a man love a man love. That was a good show. They messed it up. Let's move on to Miami, the greatest show on Bravo, but nobody watches it. I hate that. I'm still gagged that a Jordan is on this show. Not only is a Jordan on the show, he was at the reunion. Michael, what is going on? Why is the heir to your throne on the Real Housewives of Miami lying? My mom loves Larsa. Okay. Let's just get right into it. When Gertie cut her hair, this is what I'm talking about. We're housewives. These ladies give us everything. These ladies give us everything. We are literally watching this woman battle cancer. And while she's going through chemo, she decides to cut her hair. And we are watching her. Especially as a woman, especially as a Black woman, the relationship that we have with our hair, my God, today. So we're watching her cut off her braids. Then we're watching her shave her hair. And she gets to the point where she's breaking down so much she can't do it. So her husband, I was messed up. Her husband comes in and finishes it. And while he's shaving up her hair and his wife is breaking down, he's telling her, you look beautiful. You look great. You don't have to cry, baby. Don't cry. You look beautiful. That scene, I was shaking. I was like on a housewife show. These ladies deliver. Bravo needs to make them the Beverly Hills because they give everything. They don't hide nothing. We know everybody's business. We got the princess of cocaine on this show, and she is giving us a play-by-play. My God, today, they deliver. I feel so sorry for them that they're not getting the love that they deserve. What else did I want to say about the episode? I will say I'm not a fan of like everybody's season finale was a bit dry. This season finale, the only reason why I felt like there was something there was because the way Russell was protecting his wife, and I loved it, right? So at the end of at the season finale, and they're all at this party, and the ladies are trying to resolve everything. So Gertie and Larsa get into it because Larsa just doesn't take Larsa not only doesn't take accountability for anything that she does, she fights nasty, right? So when Gertie was trying to tell her how she treated her and that she didn't like how she treated her when she was like while she's battling cancer, Larsa says, well, I'm sick too. I'm sick of fighting with you. Oh my God. No self-aware, just evil. This woman is battling cancer. You say, I'm sick too. I'm sick of fighting with you. It's affecting my health, fighting with you. Women like Larsa, I'm always gagged that they were never beat up. Like, I just cannot believe Larsa Pippen has never in her life been jumped. Like her mouth, how have you not been jumped and you stay in black spaces? Because that's where you can get your only relevancy. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. You can only get your relevancy from black men. They're the only one who validate you and put you on a pedestal. How have you not been jumped with the way you stay in my community's business? I'm so shocked. The way she fights with Gertie is so, all you got to do is say sorry. All you got to do is say, I shouldn't have told your business. That's all you have to say. I apologize. That was something you shared with me and told me not to say anything. I should not have shared it with everybody. Please forgive me. This would have been done. Instead, you say, well, I'm sick too. Sick of fighting with you. Fighting with you is affecting my body and making me sick. And then her confessional, she laughed about it because she knew that it was a foolish thing to say. Nasty. Nasty. So while she's fighting with Gertie, to be honest with you, I actually had to block some people, and I never like block housewives people because I don't feel like it. It is what it is. It's just like everybody has their opinions. I only block people if they just say something so vile. And I had to block a couple of housewife pages because the way they were talking about Gertie, like one housewife page was just like, oh, Gertie didn't secure her wig because she was ready to take it off for this scene. What the hell was she going to secure it on, you fool? What the? She doesn't have any hair. She cut off her hair. So what was she going to secure the wig on? Quickly. I was just like, this woman is fighting for her life. So excuse me if she's a little too dramatic for you. Because while she's going back and forth with Larsa, who is being evil towards her, she rips off her wig and says, this is what I've been dealing with. And her husband comes over immediately. He was like, why are you dealing with this? Let's go. I was like, Russell, oh my God. He got her out of that mess immediately. He said, let's go. He gets his wife, Larsa, still trying to fight with her. And Russell goes, Larsa, enough. Leave her alone. Absolutely. Now, y'all know I don't like when men get in women's business, but he had to step in for his wife. His wife is sick, and these broads is fighting with her like she's not fighting for her life, and he is tired. He is tired. So he stepped in and said, "Leave my wife alone," and got her out of there. So Gertie had to switch gears, right? Because Gertie is over here fighting with Larsa, but then she saw her man and she realized that Russell wasn't playing. So she's like, oh, okay, let's get out of here. Okay, we'll leave. Calm down, because she knew Russell had activated, because that man is dealing with a lot. He's dealing with his sick wife. He don't know how long she's going to be here, or if she's going to be here the next day, and trying to tell his boys that everything is going to be okay while he's breaking down because he don't know if the love of his life is going to leave this earth. So he got a lot on him. And Larsa was about to get all that that man was dealing with. So Gertie jumped up and said, "Okay, honey, let's get out of here." Let's go, Russell. So Russell takes her and they leave. Lisa starts running after her. Lisa, who has been comparing her divorce to Gertie's cancer this whole season, is running after her. Dr. Nicole runs after her. She's just like, "Leave her alone. Just give her a minute. Just let her rest. Give her a minute." And Lisa's like, "I want to talk to her." And Dr. Nicole was like, "She's my best friend, period. I know her. Leave her alone. Let her have some time." So Russell takes Gertie away and allows Russell to calm down. And then Gertie is actually able to go back there with the girls, and they don't really resolve anything. But I really like the fact that Russell stepped in for her. Because, Russell is quiet. He don't bother nobody. But y'all bothering his wife? He said, absolutely. He said, "Larsa." I said, "Oh, hold on. Gertie, he got it. Russell got to go." Because I feel like what Larsa is about to get don't got nothing to do with her and everything to do with what he's dealing with you. Get Russell out of that situation. But I did like how this show wrapped up, because this show wrapped up with Gertie being cancer free. Oh, it's such an emotional show. The show ends with her ringing the bell, the cancer free bell. Oh, and she's breaking down, crying. Russell and the kids is hugging on her, and then we also end with an announcement. Dr. Nicole is pregnant. She finally get her second baby with her fine husband. I'm so happy for them. Let's get into the reunion. So Miami has never been known for fashions. So I'm not shocked that everybody looked terrible. Like, everybody looked terrible. This the outfits were, the theme of the outfits were their Mexico trip. So everybody was dressing like Frida Kahlo in drag. And this was the results of it. Adriana, of course. Like, where you going? Where you going? Alexia, she ain't never delivered. The best thing that Alexia has ever worn in all the time that I've watched her on this show is that glitter jeweled pat bow shirt that she had on her confessionals. I want that shirt so bad. I literally have that shirt saved. And if I ever hit the lottery, I'm getting that shirt. Gertie, gorgeous face. Gorgeous face. Marisol, "I know why the cage bird sings." Dr. Nicole, I'm going to give her a pass because, she's pregnant. And, maternity fashions, it's a struggle to find them. Love the hair. Love the hair, Larsa. Her and Adriana, I thought they had on the same outfit. What is happening? Well, I felt like everybody took, I feel like everybody took their inspiration for their outfits from that Quentin Tarantino vampire film, Dusk Till Dawn, because this is what everybody was wearing. Like, where are these looks? Where's the money? Gorgeous face. Gorgeous face. Wow. Ah! Julia, what the hell? What in the Tiger King is Julia? Julia was a model. Like, come on. She has to stop letting Martina dress her. She has to stop letting Martina dress her. This was, come on, Julia. What is it? Is it a safari? Is it a jungle? Is it a brothel? What's the theme here? Come on, Miami. Come on. And then this set. Ah! What? They said it was supposed to be Mexico. It's not Mexico. It's Olivera Street in LA. Like, what is this? And then it's the Roman Empire behind Gertie. What is going on? Is that London behind Andy? It's terrible. Everything was awful. Everything was awful. They need Andy, whoever did the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills set, you need to send them to Miami. It's not fair the way y'all do Miami, the way these women deliver. It is not fair. Let's get into it. Aside from the terrible looks and the terrible set, I do think that the ladies came to play. I do think that they were ready to go. Jordan Jr. is in the back because there's a camera catching all of his reactions. And he says, I don't like these ladies speaking like this to my woman. And these ladies, they're not even fit to do the dishes in the Jordan home. Boo! That's your read? Boo! Like, come on. Come on here. This is like, I don't know how the Jordans do it. I would just be so embarrassed. Why the hell are you on the Real Housewives of Miami? You're on a reality TV show. These ladies can't do the dishes in my dad's home. Oh, Nepo babies. Losers. Losers. This was so embarrassing. Oh my God. I was supposed to go to Marshall's. I have a hold. Them heifers, they're going to put my stuff back. Damn it. Girl, they're closed. Oh, no, they close at 9:30. Let me wrap this up. I got to get my hold from Marshall's. Let me wrap this up. What was I saying? Hold on. Because I got to get out of here. And I have a hold at Home Goods. So, Toy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop you off at Home Goods to pick up my hold, and then I'm going to go to Marshall's. No, you got to go with me. Put something on. You got to go with me. No. What were we talking about? Oh, my God. I can't know. They can't. I found the La Crusade cup. I should have just bought it, but I was walking. Damn. Oh. If they put that back, if I go there when they open, I think I can find my stuff. Damn it. I was supposed. The Star family is more important. I found the La Crusade mug. Damn. That La Crusade don't last. You got to get it. But I was walking and I couldn't carry it. Oh, I should have took an Uber. What were we talking about? Oh my God. Marshalls, you got to close at midnight like Ross. Anyway, Larsa, let me get back to dragging the Jordans. Larsa and Marcus are looking for a home, and they're looking for a home because Larsa feels like her home is too small now. You're an empty nester. Why do you need a bigger home? I hope you're not getting a bigger home because you are trying to have kids with this man. Like, come on, stop it, Larsa! Jesus, stop it. Forgive me, Lord. Stop it. So now her and Marcus are looking for a home. All because he gave you a promise ring? At 49 years old, you're accepting a promise ring from a 33-year-old. Come on. Like, what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? We can't. Jordan or not, you're not giving me a promise ring at 49. You're not giving me a promise ring at 49. No way. This is a promise ring. I just want to promise you that I'll be here. We doing promise. You are not supposed to be doing a promise ring after 16. After 16, no promise rings. No promise rings. My God, today. This is sad. This is sad, Larsa. This is sad. Gertie and Larsa get into it. Again, because Gertie did not like how Larsa talked to her or treated her this entire season. I do think one thing that Gertie said about Larsa was that she keeps tabs on everybody. Gertie was just like, you keep tabs on everybody. And you keep tabs because you want to hold on to stuff so that when you get mad, you can throw those things out. And I absolutely agree. From how I've watched Larsa operate on this show, she will throw out something that she heard from about somebody 5 years ago, and she'll be like, yeah, well, I didn't say it, but now since you're saying those things about me, I'm going to say it. Weren't you involved in a sex ring with dolphins? That's what everybody in Miami has been saying. That you're a madam of a dolphin sex ring. That's what everybody's been saying. I heard that 3 years ago, but I didn't say it. But now, since you want to say that it's done for me to accept a promise ring from Marcus at 49, I'm going to say that you're a madam of a dolphin sex ring. That's what I heard. Why are you holding that information for so long? Because you want something to go after somebody for. And I do agree that she does that. I do agree that she does that. Adriana in these freaking letters, it's diabolical, Adriana. Like, it's really diabolical. She now brings up, she tells Amy that she has something, and it's a poem to, it's a poem to Alexia, and it makes no sense. But the thing that got me was that when she pulled out the poem, Andy was just like, is it another letter to Marisol's liver? Diabolical. She's so freaking cuckoo. Keep her on this show. Dr. Nicole was absolutely right when she said that Alexia likes to talk about everybody else's life and family, but you can't say nothing about her family. You can't say nothing about them boys. And the youngest, yeah, don't say nothing about that baby. It's leave him out of it. That oldest, fair game. He's messy. And that messy husband, absolutely. But she don't allow anybody, you can't say anything about it. Or she'll like get really sensitive and she'll come after people. But Alexia talks about everybody's life. So they should be able to say something about her. I'm telling you, I feel like because Alexia lived a majority of her life as a cocaine princess and was protected by like gangsters, I think that she's still in that mindset where you can't say anything about her or you're going to disappear. Like, she's so used to like leading in a certain way, like nobody is going to touch her or say anything because they don't want to die, that now that she doesn't live that life anymore, she can't break out of that. She's still living like a cocaine princess, which is just like, oh, you said that about me? Okay, Alexia, no, you cannot make a call and get rid of Dr. Nicole. Like, you can't live your life like that anymore. That's not who you are. Hopefully. But that's how you lead out in this show. You're expecting for everybody to like bow down to you out of fear, but that's not the reality anymore, honey. You're an ex-cocaine princess. You're not that cocaine princess anymore. You're a civilian. You gotta live like a civilian now. I will say this about Alexia, though. I think because Alexia, like I said, still lives her life like a cocaine princess, she's not really an ally to anybody. Like, even Marisol, she'll say some stuff about Marisol and be like, whoa, that's the truth. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And so when a moment came up about Larsa, Gertie brought up how Larsa keeps tabs on everybody and how she says these things so she can hold it to go after somebody if they ever like cross her or whatever. And Gertie brings up, and Dr. Nicole brings up that they were all hanging out, and Alexia said that Larsa said to her because I guess at some event that Alexia had, or I think her wedding, people were doing like, all kinds of drugs or whatever. Rich people do a lot of drugs, okay? Even crack, but they got pure crack, so they don't act the same way that everybody else does. But they do drugs, so it is what it is. And Alexia mentioned that Larsa said that to her as a way to be like, I could say this, but if I was that person, I could call the paparazzi or I could make a call and tell them about it, right? And Alexia mentioned that to them, and Larsa expected Alexia to lie. So Larsa was just like, oh, no, that didn't happen. Alexia, I didn't say that. And Alexia was just like, well, she's like, you said it to me, honey. You said it to me. I heard you. You said it to me. And Alexia was just like, I did not say that. And Alexia was just like, no, it happened. So then they go on a break because everybody, Dr. Nicole's pregnant. Marisol's been drinking. That liver got to be drained. So they take a break, and Larsa goes back to her room, and Alexia comes in like nothing is going on. She's like, hey, baby, how you doing? You should wear this. Take this off. And Larsa is like, well, I have to tell you, I was uncomfortable with what you said. I didn't like that because I didn't say that. And Alexia's just like, oh, no, mommy. No, mommy, you said that. Por favor, you said that. And I'm like, oh, hold on. So then they start arguing, and Andy is in the back like, okay, something's happening here. There's some kind of argument during the break. It's going to be a long night. Miami, you deliver and you deserve better. I'm so sorry that you did not get the love and respect that you deserve, but it's a good damn show. It's a good damn show. This part of the reunion ends with Alexia and Larsa arguing. That's all I have to say. What do you guys have to say? I'm not going to make it to Home Goods and Marshall, so damn it. I'm going to have to go. What time do they open? What time? I should have Ubered. What time do they open? They always do. Do you think they'll put my stuff back? They open at 9:30. I got to be the first person there. Oh, shoot. What did I get? I should have took a picture. What did I get? I got that La Crusade cup. I think I got a bunny bacon dish. I'm festive. What else? A bunny bacon dish. There was something else. What did I get at Marshall's? I saw something. Was it a candle? I saw something. Or was it a He is Risen sign? Oh my goodness. I knew I should have went back out. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. What is going on? Jake G said, Bravo has got to do a better job promoting Miami. They do. It's not stalled drama like Real Housewives of Potomac, but constantly confronted, overcome, i.e. Alexia and Larsa on commercial, given a scene. Like, yeah, they're just so chaotic. They just all work. A husband. He showed up. Oh, he showed up. A husband. Hey girl, hey said, I hope next season Larsa gets it on all sides. Alexia and Marisol were talking real crazy. Oh, really? Oh, they have a podcast? Everybody has a damn podcast. Enough. I'm telling you, Miami, this cast has shocked me with how they treated Gertie. I'm like, thank the Lord for Dr. Nicole. Thank the Lord. She is the only one who has given her like complete compassion. Everybody has been like, well, what about me? And I'm like, what the hell about you? Lisa, I'm going through a divorce. This is for my kids. Y'all always do that stuff with the kids. Let's tell the truth or shame the devil. The kids is more money. That's what it always is. That's the damn game. You think that you would really have some kids by that funny looking man if it wasn't no money involved? Stop playing with us. Stop it. Oh, they can't fight. Not even Chloe. She that big and can't fight. That's crazy. Peyton said, I don't believe Larsa and Marcus' relationship. I think Larsa, same page, Peyton, because I feel like she's supporting the whole damn relationship. I'm just like, you and Marcus are looking for a house. Who paying that mortgage? Not Marcus. Because I feel like they got his trust fund locked. Locked. I don't think they let him spend any of that money. He's spending Larsa money. And I loved how Gertie got her together. Larsa needs to really look back on this season and reflect. I don't think she will. I don't think she's ever like been held accountable. I don't think she ever has. Hey girl, hey said Larsa is making threats behind the scenes. Makes sense because I was wondering why nobody even checks her. Yeah, because of all the tea. And this is the thing that I don't like about these housewives, right? Because let's keep it buck. They all doing sex work, right? We just because it's a certain class of women, we say, oh, she married rich. Sex work. And I think because they're all sex workers, a majority, I think what these ladies hold over the other is their sex work tea. That's what I think that is. And I think that's so horrible. I think that's so horrible and just nasty. They be holding it because I'll tell that you was with this person and you was listen. Miami rent is expensive. Do what you got to do. But I think that's what it is. I think they're all holding sex work tea. Peyton says Russell is the best. I was bawling. Me too. Look, my body. I was shaking. I was like, oh my God. She didn't have to show us that, right? She did not have to show us that. That woman was not acting. I could not believe those Bravo pages who were just like, Gertie is doing this for the cameras. She's battling cancer for the cameras. Are y'all nuts? Are y'all nuts? The way she was like hesitating, cutting her hair. She was like, oh my God. Oh, just thinking about it. Oh, I will love a Gertie spinoff. I really will love it. It's so crazy. I cannot believe it. It's like insane the way this woman has been treated. Wait, they aired part 2? Because I only know about part 1. There's a part 2? Oh my God. Well, I'll talk about that next week. I forgot. There's a part 2. Oh, they're doing Miami 30. You know what? I'm going to watch it on Peacock. And I'll probably talk about it tomorrow. I'll probably do like a quick video or something. JG said, Russell said, right up, toot the horn. They are Greg style. He was over the BS. The stress isn't good for her. He was a husband. He was a husband. She be wearing them garments. She be wearing them. I know when Alexia looks her best is when she's in a Pat Bow piece. That's it. That's it. I agree. I will say that they're going to the same reunion. That's about it. It was giving costume for me, but if you like it, hey, I love it. Where was she going? It was giving a Fifth Element. She was absolutely dressed like Chris Tucker's character. Yes, it was giving Peg Bundy. It was giving Peg Bundy. I don't know what she's rocking, but that look, chow. It does seem like he's acting. It really, you know who he reminds me of? Jordan Jr. reminds me of Clay from Love is Blind. It's a performance. It's something not authentic. It's something not authentic. Yes, Rael said that man is a stunt queen and a user. He's trying to parlay this reality TV gig into something bigger for his non-existent job status. Yeah, something is going on. Something is going on. They don't hold overnight. I've tried. I'll just go there in the morning because if they're holding it, they probably just put it back at the last minute. I'm gonna go when they first open to see if it's still there. Because sometimes it might still be there. If not, I know what I got. I just remember the cup. I got something else. I got something from Marshalls. What did I get? I said, oh my God. Oh, I can't put that back. It was the only one. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I can't let them put that back. I can't let them put that back. Toya, they're gonna put no, no, that was a one of a kind. That was a no, Toya, come on. I need you. No, you have to just park in front of Marshall so I can get it, please. Toya, don't do this to me. They're gonna put it back and I'm not gonna find it. Latoya, seriously, I need you to help me, please. No, it's a one of a kind. It's a one of a kind. I'm not gonna find it tomorrow. Oh my God, I can't believe I let that go. Oh my gosh. Can I park in front of Marshall's? I got 12 minutes. It's down the street. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get it. I can't. It's a one of a kind. I can't let it go. Listen, Star family, I love you. I can't. Yes. No, I have 10 minutes. I can't let them put that back. I can't. I will show you guys tomorrow what I got. I love y'all. We have been on here for two hours anyway. I have got to go. I have got to go. Oh my God, I have got to go. I love y'all. I will see y'all soon. I can't. It's a one of a kind piece.